Just wanted to make a video outside the Lisa Marie. We have been doing a lot of work on the Lisa Marie, and it is coming along very quickly and very good. We are doing much needed work, and it is going to be a pretty sweet rig. It was already a sweet rig, but it is going to be much sweeter when it is finished, and it's going to be pretty good. I don't know why Rosie was mad at me because I was watering down the wood with the hose. Maybe this is what she wanted me to do. Just get some wood and put it in the bucket. Cause there we go. That's good. Because I heard one time that if you get wood wet, it is easier to mold and shape and different things and stuff. And yeah, this should be pretty good. And so we'll see how good that goes. Let that soak overnight maybe, and maybe pour some more water on the floor right now just to see how well it is going to do in the rig. Because there's times where I do spill things like my tea and stuff. Sometimes I drink coffees. Tonight I'm having some herbal tea because the coffee was kind of bothering my stomach a little bit. So I've got my herbal tea. Sometimes too much coffee is a bad thing, but Rosie was she was losing her cool. Another thing too is she has no situational awareness. That's right, situational awareness. So what I did is I appointed myself to be the safety manager of this build. I was afraid I was going to trip on a lot of things outside because she is very messy when she works. She leaves cords going from the plug stretched all the way to the rig to plug in whatever she's using, and that cord going from there to there is a tripping hazard. There was a couple times when I just went over and I unplugged it, and then she started yelling inside the rig like, "Hey, what are you doing unplugging that? I was using that. What are you doing?" So I had to go plug it back in and stuff. She gets real grouchy sometimes, and she's been making fun of me and stuff, and she just really has no situational awareness. She really needs to work on that situational awareness. That would be really good if she could work on that. But she will not work on that, and that gets me kind of jacked up sometimes when she will not listen. I always say, "Can I say something?" And she just keeps talking over me. It is very rude. I think it's really because she has too much stuff. Her and Mr. X, they have too much stuff. You cannot see the floor of the garages of any of them. Now, if you live in a rig like me, you have to be neat and tidy. You have to have your stuff in certain spots, and you cannot have stuff on the floor because that would be a bad tripping hazard. And I guess when you live in a stick and brick type of situation, that it makes you become like an hors d'oeuvre. Like an hors d'oeuvre. No, that's not the right word. Let me get another drink of tea and think of what I'm trying to say. No, you become a hoarder. That's what I was saying. The hors d'oeuvres, the little things that you eat. Yes. I'm always thinking about food. But yeah, the garage is not a place to put crap everywhere and make it so people trip and stuff. A garage is like a place where men go to work on cars. They go to do things like set the meters back so they don't know how many miles are on the car, or they put the sawdust in the automatic transmission so it won't slip out of gear. Things like that. And I saw a lot of those things kind of happen, and it's for working on cars and stuff. It's not a place to put crap all over the floor. You all would be better off if you had a rig. Having the rig makes you become more responsible and resourceful. And Rosie, and I think I'll say, yeah, probably Mr. X too, he does not have situational awareness. Because you have to be aware of situations, and then you can have the situational awareness, and you will know what to do when you're in the rig, and you will know where things are. But if you have stuff everywhere, like all over the yard, like Rosie does when she's working on the rig, or all over the garage and stuff, it's not good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I am feeling better. I went on the Dr. Phil show and that did not go so well for me. It was kind of embarrassing. He does not have a sense of humor, the Dr. Phil. I thought he would have respect for me, and I thought him of all people would recognize my needs and have like a live GoFundMe marathon like Jerry Lewis does for the kids and stuff. I thought I was going to get some money to fix up the Lisa Murray, but instead he just yells at me and he goes off and like punches me for no reason. If it would have been wrestling, things would have turned out very differently. I guarantee you that. I am a wrestler. I am not the boxer, but apparently Mr. Phil, the Dr. Phil, he is a good boxer. See, boxing is not my thing, but wrestling, if I could have got him in a chokehold or put him in the sleeper type hold and, thrown them off the turnbuckles and stuff, it would have been a whole different situation. And another thing, too, is people have been wanting me to keep them up to date with the fires. So I have been doing that with my telephone. And, yeah, it looks like there's still some fires burning. And there is the Kincaid fire that somebody said was named after Reuben Kincaid. Let's see, Reuben Kincaid. He was the manager of the Partridge Family, a musical group from the 70s. I do not know about them, but maybe that's Rosie's thing. I do not know. But I guess he's famous that they named the fire after him. Mr. Reuben Kincaid. Someday maybe they'll name a fire after me. Mr. Camus, I do not know. But, that's it. And also, before I forget, even though things went bad on Dr. Phil, he did give me one of his books. And Rosie said I should read it. It's called Self Matters, and it's creating your life from the inside out. I guess he means like getting inside the rig and thinking about life and stuff before you go outside. I don't know. I have not read it yet, but Rosie said she kind of looked through it and said this would be kind of beneficial for me. So I said, yeah, I'll check it out. And then Rosie gave me a book. I think it's about skydiving. It's called What Color Is Your Parachute? It's 2016. It's an older book. But was Job Hunters. Here we go with the job again. Why does everybody want me to get a job? I do not get it. I am a nomad. Nomads do not work. We sit around and we collect taxes. That's what I do because I am a king and I am a nomad. And I am drinking my royal chalice of delicious herbal tea because the coffee was bothering my stomach. But I have enough situational awareness. I know when not to have the coffees and to switch back to the herbal teas. Situational awareness is a very good thing to have. So you should practice that rather than worrying about if I am going to get a job as a skydiver. That looks more like a balloon. I know what balloons are, those things that go up in the sky. But yeah, it's about getting a job. Oh, there's something about a salary and stuff. Oh, it says you can get, look at all that guy. He's collecting taxes and stuff. So I don't know, maybe it'll tell me how I can collect more taxes from the peoples. I do not know, but I when the weather gets bad, I will not be doing as much driving and chooching. So maybe I'll look through those books and who knows? Maybe I'll pick up a couple things and or I'll read through them and I can tell Dr. Phil that he is full of crap and stuff and doesn't know what he's talking about. And I still need to go to the dentist to have the teeth fixed. I've got like a temporary stuff that the Rosie made for me in the workshop. She took some parts of like old stereos and melted down some of the like round gears and shaped them, and she's got it like wired in. I didn't know I'd show you because it's still a little painful, And it was kind of hurting a little bit when Missy Jen made me look all beautiful and stuff, but now it's better. The swelling's gone down, all the cuts are gone and stuff, so it's pretty good. So we'll let you know how the rig progresses. We are going to put the Flex Steel Blue Velour sofa in there temporarily with the mattress till we figure out how exactly to put the waterbed in, because I think that would be better. Rosie says a waterbed is a bad idea, but I think a waterbed would be very good. It would be like I am on a cruise in the ocean every time I go to sleep. It will be very relaxing and it will cradle me and gently rock me back and forth to sleep in the waterbed. So keep paying your taxes so we can make the waterbed a reality. So don't forget, pay your taxes to me, your Assyrian king, in the super chats or anonymously through the email or the PayPal, and see me on Facebook. Join the special group I have created for all my loyal fans, including you guys. So hopefully you guys will check that out and that'll be really good. I'm getting all jacked up on my tea. My tea is the caffeine is starting to kick. I thought it was herbal tea, but it has caffeine to give you that little extra pep, so you can do stuff and watch TV and stuff late into the hours of the night. So I'm going to wrap this up, and maybe I'll see what the Rosie's doing, and maybe I'll see what Georgie has for snacks tonight. Oh, woo!